Let's take a look at the IUL for beginners, okay? So this is you. You're on the internet, you're looking at IULs and you think it's a great idea, but then you hear everyone else saying it's a dumb idea, so you can't make up your mind. Let's take a look. This is a breakdown concept. This is how IUL works from start to finish, beginner friendly. Let's go. Here you are, you make money. You go to work, you earn income, and you want to put it somewhere, and you want to still have access to it. So what you do is you get an IUL contract, which is with an insurance company. This is an indexed universal life insurance policy. It can last your whole life. It's indexed following a stock market index, and you set it up within the parameters of the Internal Revenue codes that stipulate how much insurance you have to have. Okay, that's for the insurance agent to teach you. Here, you're going to get 500 bucks. You decided that was your choice. You come to me, I ask you, hey, how much can you comfortably save per month? That's not going to take food off the table for the family that you can put away for your retirement plan or your cash value life insurance policy. You tell me 500, and then I follow the tax codes to give you the least amount of insurance with the most upside in your cash. And this is what happens. A small percentage of that goes over here to buy a death benefit. In this scenario, we're going to use $200,000 as the example. So about 10%, we're going to say 50 bucks goes to that. If you die tomorrow, your family, your heirs, whoever you list as your beneficiary, they receive those funds completely tax-free. Tax code 101A states death benefit in a life insurance policy is going to pay out tax-free to your heirs. It's what it states. It's what happens. I didn't create the law. That is the law. The remainder of those funds go over to an accumulation account. This accumulation account can be linked to an index that is provided by the insurance company. These indexes can vary, right? You could have Moody's, you could have the S&P 500, you could have Barclays, you could have Morgan Stanley, depending on the carrier and how the contract was designed and what indexes are available to that contract. We use the S&P 500 95% of the time because it's the most logical one, because it's not fake, it's not back tested, it wasn't something that was created during the Depression to make illustrations look better. The S&P 500 is the S&P 500 and it's always been the S&P 500, and that's what we like to use because it averages our clients 7 to 10% per year. Make sense? Makes sense. This accumulation account spills down into your retirement account, but let's be mindful here. This accumulation account, let's go back. This only goes up. It doesn't go down. So if the S&P 500 does take a dump like it did a couple years ago or last year or last week, right? If it drops 20%, your account value is not affected. You gain interest on an annual basis. It's essentially a call option. They look at the market change index change rate, and if the market went up 7%, you're credited 7% of your account value. That's how it works. If the market went down, you don't lose money. You have a contract with them that states if the markets go negative, we take the risk, you don't take the risk. It's cool. Okay, it's good hedge against risk. This money spills over to a cash value account. This could be called your retirement account. If you're planning to use this for retirement long term, it's just boop, 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 it spills over to you. You always have access to this, okay? It's right here, tax-free loans back to you. In this account, this cash value account has tax-free loans back to you. Tax code, Internal Revenue Code 72E states loans are non-taxable events. Here you do not have to pay these loans back because loans from your insurance policy are pre-collateralized with the money in your account. Don't have to pay back because you know what's going to happen. You're going to die. When you die, guess what? The insurance company is essentially in first lien position on that loan. So if your death benefit was to pay out, they would just pay their loan first from your death benefit. The death benefit would pay out in full because they want to receive the proceeds. Like it pays out tax-free. They're in first lien position. They receive it back. It can be accessed at any time in your life. So if you were 30 when you got this and you're 40 and you want to start buying apartment complexes and you need a little down payment, you can stick your sticky little fingers into this pot. You could grab some of that money. You could buy a duplex, an apartment complex. You could renovate it, cash out, refi the equity, and you can pay yourself back. Can't do that with a lot of other accounts. But yeah, you can touch it any time for whatever you want, whenever you want. It does not interrupt accumulation account. Some beauties of these are the different types of loan strategies you could take. You can take a loan because you're not taking money out of the account. You're not taking it out. You're taking a loan from the insurance company that's collateralized with the money you already have. So essentially, if you have $500,000 in here, you're like, hey, insurance company, can I loan against that? They'll be like, yeah, we already have it. So it's over here gaining 7, 10%. We'll just say it's gaining 8. If your money is making 8 and you pulled 500 grand out and your loan is 4%, there's a 4% delta there. There's a 4% delta. So you're making 4% on your account value and the insurance company's making 4% because it credits 8. They will pay themselves 4. They will pay you 4% because your account value was still the full 500,000, whatever I said it was, that was there because you didn't touch it. You took a loan from the insurance company. right? That's how real money works. If you want to look at some numbers and run a scenario for you, drop a message below, jump over to the link in the profile. Happy to sit down with you personally on a Zoom call and run some numbers. Talk to you soon.